What's up, YouTube? What's going on? What's going on? It's your girl Shade Queen Jade here, and I just want to give my take on the whole Ashanti and Nelly situation. I am not. Let me just say this straight up. I am not watching the reality TV show. One, I don't got Peacock. I don't even know if that's like a free app where you can go in there, but I think you have to purchase that. I'm not really sure, but in these days, I can't purchase anything else. Okay, I can barely purchase eggs. Last night I was contemplating on getting me some ice cream. That's how tight things are in these times. But that's why we're trying to get our multiple streams of income. I'm going to really try to do this posting thing on a regular basis. I have a new shift with my job, so I'm going to try to really like put these type of contents out, like just my takes, just my opinion and stuff like that, to get back acclimated. I ain't even looked to see if I got any views on my last video about B. Simone and her best friend, but I just want to just put my content out and be done with it. Because I don't want to get caught up in like viewership and all that type of stuff. I just want to like let it flow. And then like once I see people comment and stuff like that, then I'll be like, oh, okay, somebody watched the video. So I know it got some little traction. But right now I'm just putting out content and that's where we at. But anyway, I don't know no editing. I don't have any of that. I don't know. I don't have it. Okay. I'm here in my naked raw self and here we are. But Nelly and Ashanti. So like I said, I don't watch the show. I'm not going to watch the show. However, I don't need to watch the show to let y'all know that I'm not surprised. One, the reason why I feel like Ashanti played herself with Nelly is because, girl, did you watch how he was with his other children? Like, that's how, me personally, I've never seen him out and about with any of them kids. And I don't know if he did that on purpose to just keep them out of social media or out of the media or anything. But I've never seen, like, daddy, daughter this, son, that, or anything. Like, honestly, I don't even know what he has. I knew he adopted those kids from, somebody died. Who was it? His sister? Excuse me. And I believe he took custody of them. But, like, what kind of dad was he? But let's keep it real. Those kids were already potty trained and grown. Like, they weren't like little infants, if I'm not mistaken, when he got them. They were already probably walking and talking, like he said. If they can't ask, they were able to ask him and talk to him and say things, right? That's because that's what his thing is. And I know he had a child, I'm thinking when he was younger, like in his teens or 20s or something like that. But where is that child? Like, I'm sorry, but I haven't seen it. Y'all gonna have to show me the receipts of him being like that dad. But he doesn't give dad. Like, even with all them kids y'all said he got, like, I haven't seen daddy from Nelly. So that's that. Like, and even if she was aware of it all, like, I'm still like, we didn't see, even when Ashanti and Nelly were together, we didn't see, where was the kids? I mean, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she knows of them and know him and everything, but where are they? Like, T.I., we see all his kids. We even see 50 Cent when he acknowledges his kids. But he does play with one of them all the time. Most of these men out here try to be daddy of the year with these kids all the time or try to show you something. You know, even Jeezy I suppose he's fighting for the rights for his little girl too, right? But these men be like extremely proud of their children or whatever most of the time. They try to, for the optics anyway. I've yet to see Nelly with optics of him trying to be father of the year. I haven't seen it. So that's why I'm just kind of like, girl, like, did you like pay attention to that? Like, time slipping away from me with Ashanti, because it was like, that's a big gap. How long have y'all been broken up? Like, you don't. And did you see how he was with Miss Jackson with the whole in vitro and she's trying to get pregnant? He was very like, nah, you could tell he really didn't want to do that. I don't think he wanted to be a dad. I feel like that was something that they negotiated for them to get back together. I think that was one of Ashanti's non-negotiables on being back with him. And for me, I couldn't be dating someone or get back with somebody when I know I hated them majority of the time we were gone. Like, the only reason that they got back together is because he hauled ass way over there to talk to her at some concert. And she was like, even in the text message he sent to talk to her, it was a hand emoji talking about some hi. You're 50 years old. He was at like 48, 49 at the time, because remember she did the most for his 49th birthday. We'll get into that. But you're in your 40s. The hand emoji? Hi? That sounds like some 5th grade ass shit. No? Okay. Yeah, no. That was telling. That was very telling. That was very immature. That was very childish. That wasn't very grown man, in my opinion. Nelly don't even dress like a grown man. When the last time y'all seen Nelly dress like a grown man? I'll wait. He hasn't. So let's move on from that. In my opinion, I feel like Ashanti should have went the Ebony K route. Ashanti should have went the Ebony K route. She should have just said, you know what? I do want to be a mom. I want to just nurture a baby. I just want my legacy to be passed down. I think she's probably thinking of legacy on her own terms and her own worth, and just saying, yeah, I would prefer somebody in my lineage to, take care of this once I'm gone, which makes sense. That's the whole point of kids. I don't understand why everybody feel like y'all need to be having kids because you just need to be a mother. No, you really need to be doing this because you have assets and businesses and things that you want to protect, so you can put it with your family for the most part. Now, is that always the best idea? Because these kids don't be giving a damn about that shit sometimes. They go and squander the money and then it's just all the shit. But I just feel like Ashanti's family seems like, for the most part, level-headed. But that's the point of kids. I don't have any. I don't have a legacy to pass down, and I don't have a partner with a legacy to pass down or anything it doesn't make any sense. So unless y'all really are going to do that, that's all I'm saying. But anyway, she should have just got her eggs, froze them things, then said, you know what, this is the age, this is the year for me to be a mom. I'm going to go on and get my things done and have my baby and be happy. Because from what it sounded like in those clips, that's exactly what you're going to be doing anyway, Ashanti. But the fact that the man tells you that I'm not getting up to change no diapers, I'm not really going to be active with this baby until the baby can speak and say what it wants. I'm going to take a tour for a whole year while we have this new child. This was literally Nelly's. This was really Nelly saying, I'm going to give you your baby and I want your presence after that. And then what did somebody say in the clip that he was like, well, the baby take up all your time anyway. Girl, get out of that goddamn marriage now. Because men who are jealous of a kid or a baby will never, ever, ever, and I mean ever, give you the attention that you require. You want to know why? Because he is too jealous of the fucking child. Okay? He's not going to say it, but he is. And then wait till the baby actually start talking. That's when he's going to try to bond better with the baby so the baby can be like 1 against 2 or some shit like that. I'm telling you, he's going to be resentment of both of y'all, and he's going to be cheating on you. A whole year away from you and that baby. Now, what clip I did see was when we all saw how he was embarrassing her in bed. She's trying to pump and she's like, why are you even recording right now? This is a private, intimate moment between me, you, and my breast. This is a moment for bonding. All the times that they should be bonding, Nelly wants to record. Nelly wants to go dance and shake his ass for Donald Trump. Okay? That's the shit he wants to do. He is not trying to bond with that baby at all. I don't even know if I ever seen him hold the child. Wasn't he like getting arrested for ecstasy and all kind of popping pills and gambling and stuff while she was laid up, literally just had the baby? Ashanti. And then they said that the mama and her were very upset about him and doing the Donald Trump thing. See, this is where Ashanti is going to miss me. I don't know if it's a New York woman thing or a New York people thing, but the one thing that fucked them up too much for me is pride. Y'all's pride is like out the roof. And that pride be keeping y'all stifled. And the women are the most prideful up top. Look at Cardi B and Offset. That girl decided she wanted to divorce him a year ago, like a year within that marriage. Right? We're going to segue real quick. We're going to come back. She wanted to divorce that man a year ago. I mean, a year out in that marriage. Y'all remember that? I do. And I was like, duh, girl, do what you got to do. And that's when I thought, okay, she's standing on business. She's not playing no games with him. But what she ended up doing? That was 2016, 17, 18, 19 years ago, whatever year ago. It had to be like 18 because that's when she had her last album, right? And she ended up having that baby. And that's when she fucked up. I know y'all keep thinking kids is like a beautiful thing. It is when people are actually in love with each other and had a point about having these kids. Sorry, not sorry. What happened to Cardi's career once she did all of that? Once she did not leave Offset. She ain't had one. Now, granted, she's popular and she got a personality, so that helps. But we knew her as a artist. Or a coming artist. And let's keep it real. That album was really good. Even her 2 mixtapes she did before that was really good. I was really excited for her. It had nothing to do with me like liking preferences and going up for her. I just thought like, okay, she a girl that's trying to get up out the hood and do her thing. And because I saw how that one producer was doing her on Love and Hip Hop. And like, he really didn't believe in her. So it was just kind of like, all right, well, you know what? I can show you better than I can tell you. And she really did. Because like, what's his name? Was DJ Self or something like that? Ain't heard from him since the damn show. But anyway, she showed him. But once she got with Offset, all of that offset. He offset her whole goddamn career. Her whole life. Putting babies in her. She kept having them. Because Cardi and that pride, that New York pride, trying to prove something to some women. Y'all always trying to prove something to some women up there. And I'm just kind of like, girl, relax. You know, like, just date the nigga. Like, you don't got to have his babies. But she ended up having his kids, right? All this drama. It's been on and off. He stayed cheating on her. Like embarrassing her so much where she got charged for putting hits on bitches. Look what I'm just saying. Like, look how he just literally deterred her life. She didn't even probably have to deal with court stuff. You were trying to get away from that. Her life was in order before she met him. She was on her way before she met him. Ashanti was already established. Ashanti was living her best life. Ashanti was always on vacation. Ashanti was always in a beach. She was always in a bikini. She was always looking fabulous. Still got her shape. Still out here, right? Still had rest. May he rest. Herb Gotti's still in his damn feelings. That's the effect of Ashanti, honey, and good feminine energy, right? Nelly saw it too. Dated her. Wasted her damn time. For 10 years. Girl, he wasted your time in the beginning for 10. I got to keep my notes going. Nelly is the older version of DDG. A Toys R Us kid, Never Neverland as Lost Boy. I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid for the rest of my life. Because ain't no way a mature man going to sit up there and tell his wife, his wife, oh, all that's you until the baby start talking. But even when the baby started talking, I'm going to go on this tour real quick. So I'm probably going to miss him walking. I'm probably going to miss his first words. I'm probably going to miss all of these like intimate moments with my son And mind you, he has a son. You know, men don't like to say this, but when they have sons, they're a little bit more active in trying to be in their lives, more so than they have girls. I don't care. Look at Dr. Umar. You think he will be calling baby Smurf and mama Smurf and all that Smurf shit talk he was talking if he had sons? No. Because that's the lineage that they believe is the most important. But Nelly, no. Nelly is like, I did that for my sister because she passed. Had she not passed, I wouldn't have been worried about taking nobody's kids in. And he was young as hell when he had that first child, and that girl kept it. That's why he became a daddy then. He wasn't trying to be no daddy then, and he ain't trying to be no daddy now. And that's that on that. And I feel sorry for Ashanti because she really, you know, you could tell like she really wanted it. But that desperation girl and that pride, you should have just dated him. Y'all should have just dated. Y'all should have just been kicking it. But when she bought that man that car, that's when I realized, oh, she's trying to prove something still. She's trying to prove that she's better than the Miss Jackson chick. If she was throwing shade at that lady when she was singing some song, when they were singing and stuff, if she was throwing shade at that lady, my lips look dry. If she was throwing shade at that lady, that, like I said, that's that New York lady pride shit. I know. And if somebody see this video and they be like, that ain't New York pride, that's all women. No, it's a different type of pride that y'all have up there. Y'all be going to bat. Y'all be loud and wrong and loud and proud about these dust bucket ass dudes that y'all be holding on to. Girl. Another example of a man-child in some sense. Now, what I will say about T.I., because if I'm not mistaken, him and Nelly are friends, right? And in my personal opinion, they're like one and the same. But one thing I will say about T.I., he is a daddy. He's a father. He's a dad. Is he the best? I wouldn't say that because them kids are a little... you know what? I'll say this. His kids are actually really good kids. I think it's because they don't want to be like him. Do you look at... Only thing I think that all of them got in common is that they just think we should be getting pregnant. Because everybody in that house got kids except for Major and Dejanay. Everybody got a kid, and they're grandparents to the core at this point. But look what happened with T.I. and Tiny. She was the bigger star in the beginning of their career, and then T.I. started dating her, and he did the same thing. Came in, started throwing all them kids in her, and she slowed down, and she started being more of a housewife and a mom. And doing little side shit, you know, probably writing for people and doing stuff like that. But she wasn't Tiny from Escape. The whole group broke up. Shit. Well, they broke up before then. But the fact of the matter is, she had a little solo singing group. And what T.I. go do? He go fuck one of the girls in the group. The last baby she had, she wanted a baby. T.I. was done. But she kept begging for that baby. Because I remember on the show, he told her to stop asking about that we're not ready for that. And I think he was like, we are getting older. Do you really want to do that again? Like, girl, we almost done. And she was like, no. I was like, well, you created this monster, T.I. You let this lady, you sat up in the house. She had to sit up in the house with you when you was incarcerated all the damn time. She couldn't go no damn well. Because the warden was calling from the jail cell, telling her that you can't do nothing. I remember that show. Her and Toya went to some party. He calling her, cussing her ass out. That girl went there for 5 minutes and she had to go back home. Because he was mad that she left. Because he back at the house and she feels like she should be sitting up at the house with him. And I remember when she was on the Red Table Talk, she even said that with Jada. She was like, it felt like I had to be in jail too. But you see the pattern? You see what I'm going with this? These men be threatened by these women who be having these presents. Ashanti has a present. Everybody love Ashanti. And I feel like Nelly is jealous of that. I feel like Nelly is like low-key jealous of Ashanti. Look how he was acting in that video when she was breast pumping. He like had no regard for her feelings at all. That shit was so triggering. Like I have dated men who literally have no regard for like what you're saying. And I just understand, like, Ashanti, like, did you not see this? Did you not remember all of this when you were dating him? Because I'm pretty sure he was the same way then, because he don't look like he has no maturity level left. And I know people like to say celebrities are, they're celebrities, they have money, they're still real people, and this is a still real situation. And a lot of these men out here think like Nellys. It's more Nellys out here than it is Russell Wilson's. And that's why y'all hate on them so bad. Russell would never, I guarantee you he done changed the diaper. I guarantee you he done put them kids to bed. I guarantee you he can't wait to do it. He probably tells Cece, no, I got it. You sit down, you sit down, you sit down. I got it. Nelly said, I'm not dealing with the baby until it starts talking. Shanti, you in danger, girl. That's all I got to say about Ashanti. All I'm going to say is, girl, you need to just let this nigga go on that tour and then silently file these divorce papers, or at least a separation, to let him know if you don't really want to do this, you don't have to. Because like you said, if this my baby, then it's just going to be me and my baby. And then I can move to New York and do what the fuck I want to do with my child and have this care and still have my career. Because the fact that she was pregnant and dancing on the stage lets me know everything. Ain't no way I'm finna be sitting here pregnant with your kid and I got to still be working. No, I'm not doing it now. And I don't even have no man or no woman. Okay, clock that T. But, to wrap this up, this is the everyday average black man's thinking, though. Yep, in general. Men in general, but majority, the men I'm talking about, the ones that I experience, are black. And this is their attitude. A lot of y'all think because y'all talk to the kids and stuff, and that makes y'all like daddies and stuff. Like, I don't know. And y'all wonder why people don't be going up for Father's Day. This is exactly why. For what? He don't even want to be a dad. He don't even want to be a daddy. He don't even want to be a father to these children. He don't even want to like bond with the baby. He's so jealous of the baby in Ashanti that he literally embarrassed her on live and wouldn't stop recording. That man was drunk off his mind. He don't even have the maturity to like grow up and stop doing dumb shit. You're 50. And this is another thing. This is scary because I'm 38 and y'all want us to date older. I can't date older because if I've dated 50 when I was like 30 something, like I'm 30 something, but early 30s. I dealt with one and I promise you he was the same man child as Nelly. His diet was horrible. This man ate like a 15-year-old boy. He whined all the time. He had the nerve to have a rule of, I don't like dogs in the house because they're dirty and da-da-da-da-da. Like little dogs. He was willing to keep a little teacup dog in a garage. Like the standards, they be having, these be the things that are deal breakers for them. And they won't date somebody because of a fucking puppy. It's another guy, 40 something. He in the 40s. The 40-year-old men. The 40-year-old men. All the same as Nelly. All of them. And then you have this one guy. It was like, he from up top. Don't get me wrong. I like a New York dude. But a lot of y'all are gone. And, he's like in his 40s and he love bombed the fuck out of me. Love bombed me down. Had me thinking like he was for real. I kept thinking, I was questioning myself, is he a unicorn? What is this? Did I catch one? Did you get one finally, girl? No, I did not. We never even made it to a date. The first little meeting we did, he was doing way too much. And then I think because I didn't fall for the bait or the love bombing, he was done. He really tried to make me the problem. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that man had, like, problems. You know, like, it was just kind of like, can we date? It was, that man said, I loved you, and we hadn't even done anything. If you ask him that, he gonna act like he ain't say that shit. I was like, yeah, you said it. And you know you did. That's why you trying to sit here and pretend like you didn't. I say all this to say, this is why a lot of us are like, say, hell no, we won't go to motherhood. Hell no, I don't mind being a cat lady. Or hell yes, I don't mind being a cat lady. Hell yes, I don't mind being a dog lover. I got hella plants. I would love to be a plant mom and just have a little jungle gym up in this bitch. Because at this point, at least I know my babies they love me by growing. And if they not, they're telling me with their plants, with their vines and things like, hey, we're sick, we need him. You know, I will take care of them because I love my babies. I'm looking at them every day. I'm always looking like, what you doing over there? What you got going on? I see yellow. What's up? What's up? You look dead. You look sad. And the one thing about these celebrity kids, they're going to grow up and see these reality shows and see how their parents didn't want them. And then we're going to see how that go. Because if I was a child and I grew up finally and I see that my dad told me that he ain't got shit to do with me until I start talking. Damn, daddy, you didn't even want to bond with me, huh? And if you wondering why I fuck with mom more than you, go back and watch that reality TV show that you did with her. Y'all want Father's Day to be better? Be better fathers. That's a wrap on this video. This did not make nothing look good for Nelly again. It just goes to show that man he's very selfish. Just like most black men are. And ladies, we need to be just as selfish as these men, because if we're not, we're going to be in a Ashanti situation, and who wants to be that? And I love Ashanti down, but ain't no fucking way I'm dealing with that. Princess Love was dealing with that. Haley Bailey is dealing with that. Sky Jackson is dealing with that. What's the other one name? Somebody else, I'm sure. But it's Keke Palmer. All of them dealing with the same shit Ashanti dealing with. And the sad thing is, they not even married. Oh, I've been calling her Lena Said, but it's Saeed. My bad. But she dealing with it now too, with the boxer boy. She got a restraining order on him now, saying he been beating her ass since February of last year. Ladies, it's time to stand up. Now. Y'all have a good day. Comment, subscribe. Come on over. Stay a while. It's your girl, Queen Jade. All right? Bye.